Look at this shit I made.
Hello, and welcome to part 3 of my 3800 swap series. I hope you enjoy. Well, as you see, this car's in fucking pieces.
Quit your bitching. Let's go pull a gas tank. Alright, so with this gas tank removal, we're already in a pretty fortunate position because we have the engine out and plenty of room to get the back end jacked up, but the gas tank is still a pain in the ass. It's located like right behind that firewall right there. So we have to get all the way underneath here, drop it down on our chest, and slide it out. Now we've got this pretty far up in the air here. This is going to be our point of access. We are going to slide right underneath the side here. Before you go under, let me get the tools ready so I can show you what you're going to need. Alright, let's get underneath this thing. As you can see, this big silver thing running front to back, that is our gas tank. There are only a few things holding on here. As you can see, we have a strap here, there's a cross member in the middle, and then a second strap in the front. Now, getting these straps off may be a bit of a pain in the butt, as they are just a long threaded rod with a nut on the end of it, but it's just a 14mm socket, put some WD-40 on there and it should come off. And then your cross member is just 13mm bolts, all 4 of them. As you can see, I've got both of the straps and the cross member off here. Next, let's move to the back of the tank. As you can see, there's 4 lines here. The big one, that's your filler neck. The one to the left of that, that is your vent. And to the right, there should be 2 other lines. Those should be your feed and your return line to your fuel rail. Just pop those hose clamps off and it should come right off. Major emphasis on should. As you can see, we've got all those hoses off, so our next step is to drop the gas tank. One other important thing too is there is a wire harness that goes down. It connects right up here to this one, so make sure you disconnect this and push it through the firewall before you pull the gas tank out. Okay, quick little secret here. Now I got my gas tank out. Right here, there is a little piece here that hooks underneath this lip along the gas tank. It's just a 10mm. If you just pop that out, the gas tank should just pop right out. It's super easy. And here's our gas tank out of the car. Doesn't look too bad. Alright, so as you can see here, we have the gas tank out. And we're going to open this bad boy up. We got to get inside here, get the old fuel pump out, because our new engine is going to take a bigger fuel pump to supply the bigger injectors. So let's get in here, start taking this thing out, and I'll show you the process. Now, I know this may sound a bit crude, but the easiest way to open this tank is actually with a flathead screwdriver and a hammer. Let me show you. Now, as you can see, there's a small lock ring here that holds and seals the fuel sending unit into the tank. Just put your flathead on one of the tabs, tap it with a hammer, and it should turn loose. Just like so. Now let's pull the whole unit out as one. Just be careful, things can get caught on the side of the tank. You don't want to damage it. It is 40 years old. Smooth as butter. Now let's take a look inside. And she is squeaky clean inside. That's what we like to see. I'm not even going to clean this tank. I'm just going to rerun it how it is. And don't worry, I did dump the fuel and get those little pieces of debris out. I'm not a monster. We now take a break from your regularly scheduled broadcasting for a puppy break. We will now return to your regularly scheduled broadcast. Thank you. Now let's put a new fuel pump in this thing. as I'm sure you saw, that box was in shambles, and I did some digging on this fuel pump. There is no branding on any of the stuff here, none of it. The serial number does not exist anywhere, so I don't know anything about this fuel pump. I bought it like 2 years ago, so I'm just not going to use this, and I'm going to buy the correct one instead, so I know it works. So what the fuck?
And here it is. Now this is a fuel pump. This is my 255 liter per hour quantum fuel system fuel pump, and it's gonna kick ass. Let me show you how we're gonna put it in. Now let's get to work. Now that we got our whole fuel pump assembly out of the tank, we can mess with the actual fuel pump. So let's get started. To begin taking the old fuel pump out, we gotta start with the screen, which as you can see here, it's already out and pretty destroyed. Now that we have the screen off, that should leave the fuel pump loose in the bracket. There's a few things connecting it to the top. We have our feed line, and we also have our electrical connections. So let's get it out, and I can show you those. The feed line slips right off. It's just a rubber hose with no clamps on it. As you can see, the electrical connections are not quite as easy. Let me show you why. Something interesting here I found about these speed connectors in the Fiero. So they actually have a lock. As you can see, this little tab right here. That one pops forward. Here, let me see if I can try and do it. Get underneath it with a screwdriver. And it pops forward, and it should release. Come on now. It should release the connector once you get it to pop out. Yep, you see how it moved forward a little bit? So I should just slide out. Or not. Keyword there is should. I mean, this car is 40 years old now, and this is the first time the fuel pump's been taken out, so it's fair that it's given a little bit of trouble, but it should just slide off in your application, hopefully. Well, goddamn it. Quick little jump cut, and as you can see, we got our fuel pump completely disconnected. Alright, now that we have everything taken out here, we're going to get the new fuel pump, and we're going to put that in its place. Alright, let's assemble this Avenger. Completely incorrectly. Nice. So please bear with me while I try to explain. This kit came with no instructions on where to put these rubber sleeves, so I kind of improvised. Now don't worry, they're not essential. The pump still functions fine with or without them. You can really see my confusion here. Upon further inspection, I realized that it is a two-part thing. So you put one on the bottom and the top here, and it should cover up all this stuff on the inside. Make it nice and easy for you. Next, we're going to take care of the sock. Shouldn't be anything too complicated. Pull a little nipple off, and then this should just clip right on in theory. Like that. Alright, enough playing around. Let me show you what I actually did. Let me catch you guys up real quick. This has been an absolute hassle, and I'm still not done with it yet. So I wound up using this grommet of the two. There's also this one here. I guess you can use whatever, it doesn't really matter. I like this one because it lined up kind of down here with this metal piece. But, however, this metal piece, the stock Fiero one, I had to modify it to fit the filter. And then I also actually had to modify this grommet piece as well to fit the filter because it hit the side. After much work, we've got everything buttoned up. This is on, this is on. The connector has been rewired and heat shrunk. Be sure that if you are going to redo a wire harness, that you do heat shrink it inside of the gas tank specifically. Because if these two were to arc at all ever, you'll light your gas tank on fire. So this should be everything. It should be able to go back into the tank now, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, so I've made some more modifications. Turns out the filter needs to be pointing forward with this pump. So I had to, yet again, cut another small piece of this bracket off. It is fine though, don't sweat it, I have a zip tied, and that is perfectly okay. A lot of people do that normally, so I'm not too concerned about that. I just flipped this connector around, just ran it differently, and that's about it. It should just go right back in now. Aren't I just so graceful?
Oh yeah, like a fucking glove. Oh no. I lost the fucking open. God damn it.
Alright, we got the new pump in there. I'm gonna seal this closed and we're gonna slide back underneath the car. Alright, I'm just sitting in the engine bay here, and the first step that I did is I took the wire harness right here and I ran it. So you shove it up down here behind the firewall where all the hoses connect, and there's a little hole that the thing can run through. You run it up, plug it in, and get that out of the way and done. Next step I did here, I got the tank partially pushed up, and then I put this little tab on here just to hold it in place, so that way you can kind of finagle a strap or two around and get started. And of course, remember to reattach your hoses. And there is a fully installed gas tank. I hope you enjoyed the video, and remember to stay tuned for the rest of this 3800 swap series. I have a ton more, I can't wait to show you.